you've had it quite tough, always having bad luck. You think you're going crazy, look up, there's a new life waiting. Your head's buried in the sand, you've been dealt the wrong hand. Can't imagine how you feel, only you know that it's real. Don't look back, just carry on, carry on, carry on. Don't look back, just carry on, carry on, carry on. Because you are stronger. Yes, you are stronger. Because you are stronger.
Sure.
Yes, you are stronger.
It gets so loud in my ear. Can't hear anything else but that. God damn it.
Yes, you've had it quite tough, always having bad luck. You think you're going crazy.
Let me think. Let me think.
Your head's buried in the sand. You've been dealt the wrong hand. Can't imagine how you feel. Only you know that it's real. Don't look back, just carry on, carry on, carry on. Don't look back,
Holy lag, Batman.
carry on, carry on.
What the fuck is this? Well, he definitely has a Smurfy name. That is all but guaranteed. I've got a fuck ton of things running at the moment. But I quit that.
Seconds until minions spawn.
Sure, I'll start topside. Smart call. Mike, what's good, my man? Sorry. Usually whenever I'm playing a game of League, I don't pay attention to people in chat. So, but I got you pulled up now. So, what's good, my dude? Yo, man, did you ever get involved with Alien Worlds? Okay, so she warded right here, which means I'm gonna go around. No, sir, dude, you gotta get into it, man. It's a solid game. Is that a game or it's Alien Worlds is a game. It's an NFT game. It's on the Wax blockchain. I'll show you it in just a second. Nar Flash, Janet Flash, Draven Flash. Okay. Work on the side lanes. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Yeah, we're not gonna catch him. He knows. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, Google alienworlds.io. If it's on the Wax blockchain. If you need help, don't feel fuck, man. That was kind of embarrassing of me. It's actually really embarrassing. Whatever. I'll just go steal his blue then. Yeah, after this game, I will, oh, that was a misinput. Whoops. There we go. I mean, mate, you just lost like 3 farm for no reason. And you just took like a fuck ton of damage for no reason, but whatever. Oh boy. That was really dumb. I'm having a lot of fun. I can't blame anyone, that was my fault. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, I gotta be right back. Alright, man.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'm tilted. I don't like playing this game. I get too irritated too fast. It's just not fun. And he took my red. Holy smokes. Like, can y'all just not die for like a second? Just a second. Yeah. This is why I can't play this fucking game on stream. I rage out so fucking hard. Yeah, it's over. People are so goddamn stupid.
Turret plating will soon fall. An enemy has been slain.
I don't even know what to do to something like that now. At this point. I mean, do I just like? I guess I build. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I can build that and cut through his shield. I just put all my eggs in one basket. I'm now behind the Udyr, and there's really nothing I can do to compensate for that. Wow, I am so out of tune on League. I guess we're just trading turrets. I can't do that. I have no HP at all. Cool. Yeah.
Feel the shadows hanging over. Been waiting to come closer, to come and take me away. And I feel my heart skip every time that I slip. I wanna run away.
I mean, no one's following up. Cool. All right. Okay. Cool. Where, dude? Where the fuck are you? Go next. I'm over this. You. Get me out. Holy shit. Never again on stream. That was absolute AIDS. What a dumb fuck bot lane. Why the fuck do I do this to myself? Like, honestly, why the fuck would I... Why do... Ugh, God, I'm so mad at myself. I have no one to blame but me. Okay. Bigger fish to fry. Mike, are you there? what's good, my man? Oh, speak of the devil, Rog, what's going on, man? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you coming in, showing up, and showing support. Sorry, I'm so starstruck. I don't know what to do with myself. Thanks for the follow, man. I saw your new video on YouTube about what's it called? It's like the cube pet thing. I don't know the names of them or anything, but apparently you can like lend them out to people. Pretty cool stuff. What blockchain is that on? But yeah, man, if you Mobox runs off of Binance Smart Chain, very cool. Okay, so Binance is getting into the blockchain gaming area. Man, dude, I'm starting to see content creators that normally talk about Bitcoin. They're starting to talk about blockchain gaming, man. I think this thing. I think the roof is about to pop off, for real. You seem to have really diversified in a lot of different games, which is incredibly smart. I highly recommend everybody do that. Me personally, I'm just a I'm not that smart. I like a few things, and that's what I can spend my time on. But if you're someone who can, like, if you can enjoy doing several, it's hard to say, man. I like playing one thing a lot, but right now it's really smart to diversify video games. Like, even if you just get, like, you know, farm out a couple NFTs in a game, like that, gosh, it was like this Mad Max car game that you were, that you made a video about. Just, like, getting in there, and I don't know if you can farm NFTs or just the cryptocurrency, but regardless, get in there and just farm up some, like, you know, really early stuff. You know, you never know what could happen, you know? I think that's really smart for most people to do, is just kind of dabble around in everything. Don't just hone in on one thing, just like you shouldn't hone in on one cryptocurrency, or, you know, hone in on one stock in the stock market, you know. It's a rule of thumb whenever you invest to diversify your portfolio, right? Sorry, man, I really just went off on a tangent there. I don't even know where that started, but yeah, appreciate you at least popping in and saying hey. Don't feel obligated to hang out all day, man. people pop in and out all the time, so I know how, like, there's this, like, uncomfortable feeling of, like, oh shit, I just showed up to a 3-viewer streamer, now I feel obligated to hang out, or he's gonna be alone or whatever, and that's not the case. I got people popping in. I'm very, very popular, Rog. I know many people. People believe in me, Rog. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. All right, sorry. I'm just coming off like a crazy person. Man, it's it could be better. we could all be better in Lost Relics, right? But yeah, that's kind of my issue. Is like you went the diversified route, and I went the more like I really like dialed in on Lost Relics. So, you know, that's not to say that there are not games that are not fun right now that will become fun. but right now Lost Relics is like the only game that is like even playable to me at the moment. I know that sounds real shitty to say, but as far as I've seen, the only games that really feel enjoyable in the Lost Relics ecosystem, or excuse me, in the blockchain ecosystem is Lost Relics at the moment. Now, go back when, this time last year, and when Lost Relics wasn't Lost Relics, it was Forgotten Artifacts. And, some people would say they saw that game and thought it was never going to get anywhere because of, like, it was unplayable. But, Cliff took it and made something really fun. And apparently this next patch is going to be even more ridiculous. I'm expecting big things out of this next patch. So, that's why I go back to the fact that, you just never know what some of these devs are going to pull out in these games. That's why it's so smart to diversify. Just get a little bit of NFTs on everything. But, yeah, for sure. But with that being said, I really enjoy dungeon crawlers in general. So, that's why I just went heavy on Lost Relics. Because I find it fun. And, that's what this is all about, is finding things that you enjoy. It doesn't really matter how much money you make in it. If you're not enjoying the experience, then you're just wasting your time. Just because the games that are out right now does not mean that those, people should not. If there was one message I could get out to the community or new people coming into blockchain gaming, do not. Why are you buying the cheap pickaxes? Oh, Fame. How perceptive of you. Well, I'll tell you why. So, the only reason I'll tell you, really the only reason I'm even showing my Royal Emporium at the moment is because I've already bought everything that I'm going to buy, basically, before the next patch. But, basically what's going to happen is the new player base, there are people beating down the doors at the moment trying to get into Lost Relics. People are finding out about blockchain gaming and they want to get involved with it. So whenever they find out, what's the biggest game in the, blockchain video game ecosystem, they find Lost Relics, of course, and they want to get involved, and it's closed to the public. So there's a giant demand for people wanting to get involved. People are trying to, buy accounts. It's madness. So what's going to happen is, with this new patch, Cliff is going to make the update, and he's also going to open the floodgates for new players to make accounts. Well, if we remember, what do new players need? Or what do new players do? Well, they get in the game, they load it up, they decide whether or not they want to become, a clan member of the Trout people, and then one other one. I don't know. And then they run, what is it? Forgotten Temple or some shit. It's the very beginning dungeon, and they have to run it several times or whatever, right? Sorry, my phone's popping off. They have to run that dungeon, and so they're trying to gain gold as fast as possible. Well, what's the fastest way that new players can gain more gold fast? Well, you buy a pickaxe, and then you're able to farm iron ore and coal, and so you're not just able to farm, or excuse me, you don't get to just farm, wolf pelts or worn pelts anymore. You now have another way of making gold, which is by mining iron ore and coal, and I guess maybe like the astral quartz. Maybe not. I think that's like Yeah, that's level 8. So, but level 1 you can mine all this stuff, right? So that's a big like uptick on how much gold people are going to be making as far as like new players are concerned, right? Well, that means that they're going to have to get a pickaxe. Well, they can't make their own pickaxe. They don't have the materials to do that, so they're going to buy it. Why all new players need pickaxes? Because mining is going to be the very first resource that people are able to do in the game. It's just how it's how it happens. Fam, have you ever played Lost Relics before? If not, that's fine. I'm trying to figure out what your knowledge is about the game. But yeah, it's basically I'm gonna be selling. I think that pickaxes are gonna go up in value when the I think that the pickaxes are gonna go up in value whenever the patch comes out. So that's why I'm buying them. Very smart of you. We'll probably see an uptick in virtually all items on the Emporium when new players come in, but especially low-level tools. Yeah, I'm same level as you. Ah, okay, all right. Yeah, so actually I disagree with that. I think there's going to be a large amount of items that are going to go down in value, which is why I'm selling a lot of those items at the moment. Things like iron ore, things like all the stuff that low-level players farm. The reason why they're so expensive right now is because nobody's farming them. Let's see. Let me see. So things like this item should be nowhere near this price, like at all. Iron ore should be way cheaper. The seismic dust. Anyway, there's a lot of items that low-level players bring into the game. There's just items that low-level players bring into the game, and I believe that those items are going to go down in value because we're going to have a massive influx in new players. So that's what I believe. I could be wrong. That's what I think. And so, like, if you're hanging on to iron ore right now, I would recommend you selling it. If you have these vines, I would tell you to sell them. Because I just personally believe that they're going to go down in value because there's going to be such a massive amount of them getting put into the game from new players because people are going to be wanting to sell them because they're going to be wanting those green, they're going to want gold to be able to get those green items or the green sword and the green bow from the shop, right? So they're going to want gold, to level up their, to get a upgrade in their gear. So, yeah. Makes sense. New players that farm and sell this stuff, price will go down. Exactly. Well, the problem is that there's just a really low amount of some of these items. I mean, there's like a really low amount. One, because the player base is so low at the moment, and it's continued to, drop lower and lower. I mean, we've been in... there's been times I've seen the player base at, 160 concurrent. So... compared to during the Easter event, it was 2K. Resources have dried up tremendously. But that's not a bad thing. It's really just the ebbs and flows of the game, right? Feast and famines, and what to do in the market when you're involved. where you're at in the market, and then where you think things will go. But personally, that's my strategy. Um, and I'll show you my stash because fuck it. I've already bought and sold everything that I'm basically gonna buy and sell. I'm pretty much just hanging on to everything else at this point. But I mean, I'm holding 7K crude pickaxes because I believe that they're gonna go up to at least 60 gold. At least they might go up more. And then iron ore is gonna go down a lot because there's gonna be so many new players farming iron ore. So yeah, my guess is that Warnhide is gonna go down. Spindles are gonna go down. Snake skins are gonna go down. Food is gonna go up because new players are gonna need food. So like, you know, these hoppers, they're gonna go up in price. The bass is gonna go up in price. Apples are gonna go up in price. Because these are all items that lower level people are gonna need to run through these dungeons. So, yeah. That's my logic anyway. So I wouldn't buy any astral quartz. I wouldn't buy any snake skins. I wouldn't buy seaweed. I wouldn't buy all of these items that like misty lapis, evergreen onyx. I wouldn't buy any of these items right now because there's about to be so many more of them that get farmed into the game. It's probably much smarter just to wait until the price of them go down because they inevitably will go down. We're just in a very odd spot in the market at the moment. So that's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. Cliff said he makes dungeons harder, more deaths. I can't wait, man. Seriously, I've been so bored. And that's not a diss on Cliff. I just it would just be really nice to have some dungeons that are a lot more technical. Like he said he was doing an entire overhaul of the mechanics of the game, and me personally, I am so for it because I come from League of Legends where things are incredibly you didn't try any other blockchain game? Yeah, I tried a lot of blockchain games. To give you one example, I mean, it's nothing crazy or anything like this. This is more of like an investing game than anything, but currently playing, Alien Worlds. I got a couple games that I'm running on the Wax market, just, kind of side projects. I played Six Dragons for a brief amount of time, and it was fun whenever Lost Relics was down. It was fun, and it was enjoyable. It was different. It was just it was kind of an eyesore. Like the graphics are rough, but if they can figure out the graphics, I could see it being really, really something. Because it's got it's more drops. People are it's a lot more stimulating for people's eyes. It reminds me a lot of a slot machine in at Vegas, right? Like a lot of bright colors, a lot of sounds, a lot of noise, and it's just fun to play, right? It's interactive. So I think there's a potential for players to show up and really get involved. And I mean, I don't know. Can I show you that? I don't know if I can get to my wallet. I mean, I have the dragon, like the gray dragon. I don't know the name of it. It's the one you buy in the shop. You know what I'm talking about. If you looked in the shop. So yeah, I mean, I've bought some NFTs on that game, but like, yeah, it's a flying mount. It's the I mean, I can just like Google it, right? Let's see. Oh, do. Community, media, game guide. No, I don't want a game guide. Assist. Engine marketplace. No, I want their marketplace. There we go. I mean, not to flex or anything, but yeah, I've got this one. So we'll see if it was a smart purchase or if it's just going to be something funny to own in the future. Honestly, that's to be determined. But like, I've stopped playing the game. If nothing else, it'll just be a funny NFT to own in my, virtual house, right? It is hard to say. They are 3 devs at the moment. Things move so slow, yeah. They really do. I mean, when you compare Six Dragons to Lost Relics, I mean, like, there's 3 devs at Six Dragons, and they don't do as much as Cliff does by himself. It's kind of crazy when you really compare apples to apples. And that's definitely a factor that you should, like, it's definitely something to think about whenever you're in, if you decide to buy, if you decided to buy NFTs in a game, you should really, like, what you're really investing in is not the game. You're investing in, like, whether or not you believe that a developer is going to, like, whether or not a developer is going to, like, produce a product. He worked for 5 people at least. Who works for 5 people?
Running away from the past I left behind. Looking for answers, but I'm blinded by
He worked for 5 people at least. What does that mean, man? Are you talking about Cliff or the devs at Six Dragons? I don't think Cliff works for anybody. I think this is his project. Like, he owns and operates everything, if I'm not mistaken. How do you know that? Oh, 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 oh. You mean, okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You mean he works like 5 people. Meaning that he works so hard, it's like 5 people are working. That I thought you meant he has 5 employers. Like he has 5 people that he works for. Like 5 bosses. My fault, man. My fault, my fault. Yeah, man, he's an animal. Really, like, there's no denying that Cliff is very special. Uh, yeah, I'm really, I'm very curious to see what he can build. Obviously, because I've, you know, spent a couple, pretty pennies in the engine market to, you know, get a better seat into what Cliff is gonna build. I'm curious. I want to see. I want to get a front row seat to see what Cliff can do. So, um, yeah, man. I think Lost Relics is just getting started, and well, in general, I think blockchain gaming is just getting started, and I think Cliff is just about to start revving things up for real. I think things are about to start getting crazy. Um, I can go into detail why I think that, but it's not like it's nothing substantial, or excuse me, like it's nothing. It's not hard facts. It's basically like understanding human. Like you have to understand human interactions and like how people talk about themselves. Um, so Cliff is not one to brag about his work, or he's not really one to pat himself on the back. He's a very seems to be a bit of an introvert that you know is very hard on himself. So when Cliff comes out and he says that he's really he thinks that this next patch is going to be something real special, or in his, if I am to quote it, he said, and quote, this next patch is going to be epic. That that is very unlike his character that I've seen so far. Um, that means that he is incredibly confident that, or excuse me, that tells me that what he's about to produce is going to be something that not even his haters can shit talk. So, needless to say, I am really, really looking forward to this patch. But then again, that's me, you know, that's me reading between the lines and kind of assuming a lot. You know, I've never met Cliff. I don't, you know, I don't really know anything about the guy except from what I've seen on the internet. And you know, there's a lot of people who can, you know, try to be a lot of different things on the internet. So, um, but reading between the lines, I think that he believes that this next patch is gonna be he's gonna be bringing some heat. So I'm I just have I have nothing but nice things to say about it. To be honest, I'm really really looking forward to it. But anyway, so fam, what skills do you normally farm? Like, do you have any goals that you're trying to hit? Like 40 scavenger, 40 fishing, something like that? You don't have... I don't level mining at all. You don't have good relics. That's okay. What do you level up? Wood cutting. I'm level 55, but I lost my legendary tool because I AFK in dungeon for the 3rd time. No! Oh, that's terrible, man. Pour one out for the homie. Wow. That's the 3rd time you lost your legendary tool? Dude. Why are you going AFK, man? Pour one out. That is rough. I'd be lying though if I said that it's never happened to me, man. For real. I lost I haven't lost a legendary tool, but I have lost I lost my blue axe and my blue gloves, so that's something like what, like 140k at the moment. That was not fun. That was not a fun day. But I will rebuy it at some point, not now. Yeah, I mean at the moment, I mean the real problem is like so like all the golden oaks are farmed out now, so it's like there's really no point. At least that's what it feels like, or at least there's not like a rush anymore. Let's see. Yeah, I lost blue gloves also with the axe. Ugh. Yeah, man, that's that's a gross feeling when you just like you come back to your desktop and you just see you sitting in the graveyard. You're just like, oh no. Like I don't even want to deal with this right now. Yeah, it's a rough feeling. But you know, you live and you learn, right? That's all you can do is live and learn. But that's what makes the game fun, man. I mean, I'm going into a dungeon right now, and I'm risking, you know, obviously it's my title. I'm risking north of 300K. Like that's so scary. You know? What if I mean, damn, man. I could really get screwed over. So it's like it's just always exciting to go into a dungeon because it's constant risk and constant reward. You just never know. Like it's always a chance to possibly get something good. So, but yeah, man, that like, sorry to hear that you died. But yeah, man, you'll as far as like getting relics, man, you will like so with the market opening up, man, you'll be able to sell items and you'll be able to collect in-game engine and then you'll be able to use that engine to buy relics. So dude, you've got like a shot to really, you know, build up your account, right? And then get into the big dungeons. Things are about to get so crazy. I can't wait, for real. Like you'll be able to get, you know, like steel ingots. You won't at the start. You think so? I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I mean, it's like, cause people are gonna be wanting to buy and sell at the same time. Like new players are gonna be buying and old players are gonna be selling. And so like depending, like, who knows where the values are gonna go for real? It's gonna be a madhouse. So, it's gonna be so exciting. This is by far the most exciting patch, without question. Like the Easter event is gonna be nothing compared to this. Like seriously. If people thought the Easter event was big, this is where it's at for real. So. So, did you happen to get so many new items added also? I know, it's gonna be crazy. Also new dungeons, also like the like weapon mechanics are all gonna change. Dude, it's gonna be crazy. Like, oh man, I can't wait. And apparently there's going to be dungeons that like you can only get specific drops from that come out. So like you'll have to, you know, have items that are specifically good for those dungeons. I don't know, things could get wild. I have nothing but, I mean, I don't think a new skill is going to show up this patch. I'm not I don't believe that there's already going to be so much that happens this patch. Like a new skill is just going to like set things over the top. So I wouldn't be upset if a new skill didn't show up. Dog slays. This game is hyper repetitive. How is this game any fun? Well, you need to get to the dungeons that I'm at. And then, it will start to become fun. Because when you're, like, when you're, you know, worried about dying and losing something like $200 worth of coins, it inherently becomes interesting. Granted, I 100% agree with you that right now the game is a little dead at the moment. But I'm playing the game as kind of like an investment of time that I will be rewarded for it in the future. Does that make sense? But yeah, as like the very beginning dungeons, like Forgotten Chambers, like absolutely, I completely get what you're saying. It's boring. That's why I don't do those dungeons. But the more gear that you get, the more dungeons will become available to you to do smoothly, and then you can, you know, it becomes harder and more challenging, etc., etc. But I mean, all this is about to change. With this new patch, everything is about to change. So I've just, you know, kind of like I've been kind of making do as of late to try and make things fun and interesting for myself, because like it is a little repetitive, but also if you're not someone that yeah, that patch is going to be wild. I don't know if they I don't think he said anything about this patch being PvP. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out. We'll see. I don't think that's going to be for a minute, though, so. But yeah, I definitely, dog, I definitely understand what you're saying, man. It's, it can be kind of like, you know, a little bit grindy, but you know, if grinding isn't your thing, then you know, Lost Relics might not be for you, right? I mean, it takes like to get 40 mining took me a long time. Took me a long time, like a lot of hours to get 40 mining. And if you're not someone that oh my god. Wow, what an asshole. Man, that was really smart of them. Except they're bots, so it was really my mistake more than anything. Anyway, yeah, if you're not a video game player that, you know, enjoys repetitiveness, like, you know, things like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Diablo, you know, repetitive dungeons, then maybe this isn't you, you know? And that's okay. Because there are other things out there for you to experience. But I'm a giant grinder. I love games that I can replay over and over and over and over again. So that's why I like Lost Relics. That's why I play League of Legends, because it's the same map every single game, but it's always something, it's, you know, different. The same but different. I don't know if Dog's still here or not. If not, Dog, Godspeed. Appreciate you coming into the stream and hanging out for a little bit. I hope you find what you're looking for in life. Okay. You think, fan? You think Cliff is gonna make like a ranked PvP? That'd be wild. Imagine if he does that and then you know, every season whoever hits like top 5 ranks. Yeah. Then like if you're top 5 or if your team is top 5 or something, y'all get like special NFTs. That'd be crazy. That'd be wild. Think about that. Yeah, it would definitely be broken down into tiers, because then it'd just be a winner take all. Like, people with Transcendence would just beat everybody. Yeah. I mean, uh, I get like, man, people talking down about Lost Relics, man, like you just have no idea how far this can go. Cause I see it. I know exactly where this is headed. And I just man, I really whew. I don't know. I know I'm not selling my gear anytime soon. No time soon. But yeah, there's definitely going to be new games that come out. There will be, you know, there will be, I mean, think of every game that is at the moment. You know, now put NFTs in it. You know, there will be a World of Warcraft of cryptocurrencies. There will be a first-person shooter, and then to figure out who's the best first-person shooter game is gonna be like there's gonna be a war on what's the most fun first-person shooter game, like CS:GO in cryptocurrency or something like. You know, it's you know, you could argue that CS:GO items are already sort of NFTs, right? And you can like they're not even NFTs, and you see how much people are already spending on knives, and they're not even on a blockchain. Like, you know what I mean? People don't know exactly how many emerald knives are out there, and they're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on them. It's kind of crazy when you think about it like that. I mean, the devs could literally just, you know, make emerald knives and then sell them in the market, and the people would have no idea that they're doing that. And yet they still spend thousands upon thousands of dollars. Like, these items could become, the items that you're farming now could be worth like so much money in the future. Yeah, unironically. I mean, fam, I don't know if you ever like played like RuneScape or whatever, but um, you know, party hats. Like, the original RuneScape had these items called party hats, and the drops were like in 2001, and now, you know, it's in RuneScape 3, but it's on the same, it's the same items on the same server, and those I mean, those party hats now, because they're discontinued, it's like they're just rare items, and you know, they can't be made again. And so I mean, technically they can be made if, you know, if the RuneScape devs wanted to, they could make another, like, they could, you know, put more party hats in the game, but it would, like, it would completely ruin the game ultimately. It would be like committing Sudoku or some shit, because that's it's the proverbial carrot on the stick for the players that are in that game, is trying to get up enough gold to be able to, you know, obtain rare items. So, yeah. But these items that we're getting now will be that. Like, it's so, like, I know, because I grew up with this stuff, and so I understand what, like, where this is headed. I see what this is. It's NFTs that don't go away. Like, we've had really, you know, valuable items in video games that just stayed in that video game, and then once, you know, you turn off that video game, like, you don't get the benefit out of that item anymore. Well, you know, with blockchain gaming, you can now take these items and move them into other video games, or you can, you know, have them in your, like, you can show them off in your virtual house. I mean, it's like, things are gonna get, it's a completely different way of like, essentially it's gonna be, yeah, I mean, these things are gonna just trend up in value. And it's all gonna boil down to the fact of this: if the game is fun. If the game is fun, then the items will hold value. If the game isn't fun, then they will only hold value with their nostalgia. But even maybe not. Like, they might hold value simply because they were like the first blockchain video game NFTs. Like, kind of the way like Bitcoin is. Like, they just hold, like, the God Slayer could just hold value because, in fact, it will be such an iconic item in the world, if that makes sense. Like, oh, really? What kind of games do you have on the agenda? Which ones are you looking at the moment? I have yet to look at Axie Infinity. Is it on Engine? Or is it its own thing? $3 million plus per day sales at the moment was 1 million when I joined 2 weeks ago. 1 million players in Axie Infinity. But they got Ronin for no fees transaction. Interesting. $70K players. Oh, wow. That's a very big game. I feel like more people would be talking about that game if it had 70,000 players. Oh, you mean they're selling the land for 70K? Let me find it. I think their stars are in. Yeah, man. Hook me up with the link. Really curious about that. Alright. $800K users. What the hang on. I'll be right back and then we'll look into this. Give me 1 second. Somehow I now own a digital pet store and generates around. Wow. Alright, let's check this out. That's crazy. Forehead, why haven't you brought this to my attention, man? I was gonna send you a text and ask you what you think about this. You holding out on me, brother? What the? Yeah, I'm just hearing about this. Interesting. So is it a browser game? Or is it like a hang on. Nah, I just don't care about Axis Infinity because you have to pay minimum 600 to even get in the door. Oh, wow, really? Seriously, that much? What the fuck? Interesting. Whoa. Yeah, but like it's kind of like people who are getting involved early and then when they open up the doors, it's like, you know, you'll have a significant advantage, right? I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to find my jacket. Game is pretty basic, but at least it's a game. They will improve it, and it is game over. With the land gameplay, you mine rocks and stuff with the axes. Probably some sort of staking feature if you had to guess. If I had to guess. Interesting. So, does it play itself like Alien World does, or is it something you have to like? Is it something that takes up your attention like Lost Relics? Ah, can't be doing that. You know how I am with my attention span. Is it a browser game or is it like a Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that kind of sucks because I would like it to be a browser game. Um, you know, like, I could play it on the side while I'm playing, Lost Relics. You can play it on your phone. On every phone or Android? Everything is tied to ETH. It's also tied to ETH chain. They're migrating to their own coin. Okay, well. Godspeed. Maybe on the new chain marketplace, it could be decent to try out. iOS got some problem for sure. Okay, alright. Interesting. So if you are the do you believe that the fees might go down in price if to say let's say Ethereum 2.0 comes out, would the fees go down, or is this like just the price of doing business? Well, I mean, yeah, nothing's easier than Wax, man. Wax is about as easy and convenient as it gets. Really? Like, well, you're burning a lot of it, right? I mean, you've been hitting up Alien Worlds heavy. So that might be, that might have something to do with it. I hate being caught in a web whenever I'm using my sphere. There's no greater pet peeve of mine. Alright. There we go. Okay. I'll head back now. And you deposit so it is cheaper. You wait when gas is low. Okay. In essence, it's a miracle we even got in before Wax Chain became so goddamn crazy. I don't think we've even begun to see crazy. And you deposit so it is cheaper, so 10 USD it costs. Interesting. I'm curious what the player base at the moment on Wax is. Like, do people... I mean, I sent you that message, like, via text, but it's... The word's getting out about blockchain gaming. On all aspects. I think dude, I'm having such a hard time believing that Axie Infinity has 800k players. Like, that's so crazy for me to like wrap my head around. I would think that it would be I feel like I'd be hearing way more about it. And also I feel like the Engine X like marketplace would be dominated by Axie Infinity NFTs. Yeah, I mean, fam linked me something. Hang on, I'll show you. Uh, you think 800K people have spent $300, or excuse me, $600 to get into the door? This is a very interesting website, Forehead. Thank you for this. This one's going in the bookmarks. Let's see. Let me catch back up to you guys. That's a tracker, and I think it's accurate, but what do I know? I don't think so. I think few big players spend a lot to buy axes, to give to people to play, to earn money for them. Scholarship, it is called. It's a good website. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, man. The thought of having 800K people spending $600 to play the game, that's wild to think about. That's really hard for me to get my head around. I don't know if I can necessarily believe that. Now, you know, it might be more than 3K. It might. I think we can. I think we can agree that it's somewhere in between 3K and 800K. How about that? Can we at least come to that agreement? It's definitely somewhere in that range. I think that's a good. I think we can all come to the table with that same thought in mind. That's just wild that there's that much of a gap. Oh shit. Dude, look at this. The dungeon split into 3 different ways. This is the first time I've seen the dungeon do this. Like, ever. Y'all see this? Cliff? What you doing, buddy? Nah, it's probably just a bug. Probably just a bug. Let's chalk it up to a bug. Move on. That's interesting, though. I don't think I've never seen that. Okay. What do you think the likelihood that that was just a bug? God damn. That's a lot of bots. I wonder if they're gonna figure out how to dial that back a little bit. Sure would be nice. Yeah, for real. I'm still waiting on the aliens. I have yet to see one alien. How embarrassing is it going to be if aliens actually show up and integrate into human society and then they see like our depiction of aliens? I know this is really off topic, but like we're going to have some explaining to do when it comes to like Independence Day and Alien versus Predator and what's that movie where it's like the farm and like it's like a cornfield or whatever. It's like swing away or what? Like he's taking a baseball bat to an alien's head. Signs, yeah, that's it. That's it. Like yeah, the a fucking alien flies billions of light years across to just to get domed by a fucking Louisville. Like, okay, Hollywood. The best one though was Independence Day. Whenever when Will Smith shoots down an alien ship, and then and then he just walks over, opens up the hatch, and then just punches the alien in the face and knocks him out. That shit was funny. God, that was good. Yeah, I mean, it's like, wow, he really just wasn't expecting the old 1-2 to the head. Yeah, the fact that it's really a testament to how much society has evolved that that would not fly nowadays. Like entertainment back then was just they could get away with anything, and no one would question it. Nowadays, like that is a movie that is like critically acclaimed. Like it's like it's just one of those movies that tracks throughout history. And it's a piece of shit. Like the story behind it is stupid. It's so dumb. Yeah. Anyway. All that to say that yes, when aliens do show up and start hanging out with humans, maybe we rebrand this game or something. I don't know. I don't know. We wouldn't want to be offensive to our new overlords, right? I really don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one. This one's going to be close for real. Whoo! That was scary. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Am I dead? No. Okay. God damn. Get me the fuck out of here. Bruh, the TLM is off the chain. I can't break 22 point 22, man. I ain't getting shit out here. I'm about to hit the mines again, so we'll see. By the way, I totally forgot about my damage reduction. My damage reduction potion. What's TLM looking like in the market? It looked like it went up 7% in the last like 2 days. I don't know if that was just me. Really? Well, I am so thankful for that. Because, let's see. Let me check real quick. Let me see what TLM's at the moment. TLM. Oh, shit. Down to 18%. Damn. Is this when I buy? Hold me back, forehead. I might be going in. Hold me back, forehead. I think I might be somersaulting into some TLM on I might be cannonballing on into some TLM. How much you putting in? How much you putting in? Let's have some fun. How much you want to put in? Let's have some fun. What are you thinking? Come on! Come on, 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 come on. Technically, you've already invested in it. If we're being completely honest. I mean, I have too, for real. Ugh. I don't know. I'm thinking. I mean, what do you think? Do you think the bonus of running three Oh my god. Dude. Dude. Wait, no, fuck. Hang on. I gotta send you something. Mate. Look at how much he wants for that. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. So what do you think? Do you think it's better to get the passive, like hypothetically? Do you think it's better to do you think it's better to have 3 power saws to get the bonus, or do you think it's better to run 2 power saws and buy a nano miner, for example? If you can upgrade, sure. Well, I just don't know what the sorry for peeking, by the way, Jesus. I just don't know, like, I don't know what the bonuses are and what, like, you know, uh basically I don't know if the passive is better or the bonus is like, I don't know if the bonus is better or the upgrade, or like how much of an upgrade does it have to be to get, like, for it to make sense, kind of deal. Oh. Yo, did you see that post I just sent you in Discord? I just want to make sure you saw that cuz it's interesting. Really? Okay. Noted. Hmm. Man, it feels like everything is really low at the moment, man. Son! Bro! What the fuck? Oh my god. Dude. Dude, these nano miners are cheap. I am! Bro, these nano miners are cheap! Oh my god! How long do you think it'd take me to recoup the cost? Yeah. Dude, you weren't lying about these faces. Man, they spiked hard. I'm sorry, this isn't really entertaining streaming. I'm just... Fuck, man. They retrace 60% as well. What does that mean? Oh my god. Oh my god. Went up 500%, came down 60% off that, so up 100. So up to 100 to 200%. Hey, how am I gonna pass this up? Like, seriously. Okay, let's do the math, okay? Let's do the math. You farm roughly every 7 minutes with nano miners, is that correct? Seven minutes, 30 seconds. And you get roughly like, let's ballpark it. I know it's not going to be accurate because sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad. 8 times an hour. So like every 7.5 minutes you get, let's see, let's call it 0.2 TLM. Does that sound fair? What do you think is an accurate number? I know we've seen ups and downs, but like what do you believe is an accurate number? .15. Okay. So every 8 minutes you get 0.15. And TLM at the moment is 18 cents. So it's like 0.15. I gotta figure out what's the math here. It's 7 minutes times 0.15 times 0.18. No. No. Or was I close? Fuck, how would I do this? How long would it take to make $360 doing this? Like, how many minutes would it take on cooldown to equal $360? And I don't know how to do that math. Probably like 4 months at current prices. That's 4 months of concurrent uptime. Like, assuming that it's on cooldown 24/7. It'd be 4 months. With a bull run like 3 weeks. Okay, alright. So it's like 3 weeks of concurrent uptime. It's not horrible. The real question is, do I see myself stopping mining TLM anytime soon? And the real question is, or the real answer is no. So, that begs the question then, what the fuck am I doing? You know? The thing is, once this game opens up, like, man, fuck off. Don't be throwing that bullshit in my face. Yeah, what does that even mean? I can't tell you how cringe that is. Like, that's so egregiously cringe. I really don't even know what to say. It's egregious. Hmm. I should. I know I should. Mm. God. I've been just sitting here. Literally just sitting here. Alright, let me get back to playing some video games. Well, if I ponder. Ugh. Stop making fun of me. I know. I'm a pussy. I know. Yeah, the problem is that whenever I buy TLM, like, you know, like by the time I buy TLM, like when TLM goes up, you understand that those miners are gonna go up, right? Like, for real, those miners are gonna go the fuck up. And fuck, Here's the thing though, like, and I'm not trying to bring down your purchase, but like Alien Worlds has no obligation to, like, they could just come out with another NFT miner that's better than the nano miner, right? Like, they have no obligation to keep the nano miner at the strength that it's at, or you do get some exposure to TLM prices. If TLM was 10, the tools become gold. Yeah, look what happened to our planet. Elaborate on the our planet thought. So what are you saying exactly? Explain it like I'm 5. And if that doesn't work, we can try to explain it when I'm like I'm 2. That releasing new shit does not really mean the old shit drops. Mmm. But doesn't it devalue the utility? Like, you know, if everyone can mine at that efficiency, then it's not really, then it's not that valuable, right? If only 300, if only 300 people in Alien Worlds can mine like you mine, then that's valuable. Those rigs were $5 a tool from the devs on our planet. Those rigs were $5 a tool from the devs on our planet. What tools? Hmm. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Dude, fuck you, man. I don't need this bullshit in my life. You're gonna make me fuck around and buy some dumb shit. And by dumb, like something probably really, really smart, but like, whole, god damn. Do we? Do we know that? I haven't seen any plans as far as like what this game is, what's gonna happen in that game. I don't know anything. All I see is some really, really hype promos that have absolutely no correlation with the game at all. At all. Like, at all. Which really, like, sketches me out. But, you know, maybe I'm overthinking things. I mean, the thing is, like, here's the thing. So you're coming at this from the investor point of view, and you're looking at this from the stats, and this, like, funny enough, Lost Relics is more game knowledge, and Alien Worlds is more stats. No, I'm not. I'm holding mostly to play. Ah, okay, all right. So you're basically you're gambling just like I'm gambling. Like you don't really know where this could head. I like you just like walk me through the fact that it's not that big of a deal that they make more miners that are as good, if not better, than the nano miner. Like, help me process that. Help me process that because um the way that games go, it's like you know there's only so much pie, and then as they make more miners, like they're handing out bigger and bigger forks, right? And so my fork is ultimately going to become devalued in the market. You think they will release some more packs? But even still, like, I might be looking at it the wrong way. So, like, where would you place yourself, like, in the top, like, what, top 1,000, top 500, top 300, as far as, like, people who can farm the game at the moment? Like, when you go to a spot and you mine, like, how many people, how, realistically, how many people in the game can mine as efficient as you, percentage wise? Nobody considers how long that may take, though, hence my opinion trading experience, hence my options trading experience. Because here's the thing, like, you know, I might be looking at this the wrong way, because you're probably saying, like, yes, like, Brad, they're like, I haven't hang on, let me get over this one real quick. I haven't calculated that only something like 1,000 people could possibly be above me at this very max. Okay, so like 1,000 people is a lot, but when you think about the millions of players, literally, like, right as of right now, I make that purchase and I'm in the top 1,000. Like, I'm in the, it's not the 1%, it's the 0.1%. And that's what it is right now. Is it the 0.1%? It's 1 in 1,000. So it's 0.1%. Now, the question is, so if they add more, that makes you a 0.2%. Is that a bad idea? Well, that's of course assuming that they already don't have a timeline of, like, okay, so, you know, we're currently at 1.1 million player base. When we hit 1.5 million player base, then we'll release the new NFTs. Like, and it would be consistently keeping us in the 0.1%. That's also a definite theory. Bro, you about to make me fuck up. You about to make me fuck up. yeah, I definitely want to like. I definitely want to mine. I've been doing that. Is the problem is I just like at the moment I can't be consistently doing it a lot. But you know, things change. I get a different phone or they come out with an iOS app, then you know, the entire thing changes. But I have no intentions of dipping out of Alien Worlds anytime soon. And so with that being said, I need the like I couldn't load it on iOS. Yeah, I just for whatever reason it never wanted to do it. So I mean I could probably work on, you could even use your phone to connect into your computer to mine on it. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Okay, so can I buy wax on Binance? And then can I send that wax to can I send that? No. Fuck. Okay. Well, so I'd have to send the funds via like I'd have to send the funds uh from my from my Binance account to my like debit card. Cuz I'm done spending money from my debit card at the moment. Like I had plans to spend this money, so I'm going to spend this money before I spend anything else. It really wasn't that bad going from Coinbase to Binance, honestly. It was it really wasn't. No, I've already got my money set aside for that. I got something like 600 640 engine. So yeah, I already got a stash of engine ready to go. I need to move it into my engine wallet, but I have not done that yet. Probably should do that. But also, it's got to go into Ginge or something, right? Like, I don't know. Like, fuck. I gotta figure out how to do that. That's something I really need to do. Is that available yet? By the way, great question, Brad. Transaction fees. How much through engine wallet? God damn. Wonder how much transaction fees I'd be looking at. That's so funny. When you're upset that you only got 0.32, you're Your warm up is literally my max. That is so sad. That makes me so sad. You rep my max. That's so. uh. Yes, yes. Sitting in your library with your corncob pipe by the fireplace, smelling of rich mahogany, surrounded by many leather-bound books. People know me. I'm very important. Let's see. I think I might actually have some ginge on my actual engine wallet. Yeah, I got a little bit. So, interesting. So, let's see. Rate engine wallet later. Exchange. J E N. No, that's not. That does not seem to be the thing. Do I have to update my wallet? Nah, man, it's getting nerfed. I swear to God, man, some people are ridiculous. All right. Let me check and see if my Eng wallet has updates. Apps. Yeah, I guess I gotta go in settings. From my experience, these tools are far greater than what the stats show. Yeah, well, I mean, that's just how it always is, right? We have no idea what, I mean, those tools are just all over the place. That's the one shitty thing that is, like, undeniable, is that there are, in fact, like, just because what it says on the label doesn't necessarily mean, like, they're gonna have to do something about that. What they're gonna have to do, I'm not sure. But bro, did you did you update your A on some weirdo shit, that's for sure. Yeah. Did you have to update your engine wallet before you could buy Ginge? Interesting. So you just go to exchanges and then like you send engine and then you select, it should just be like engine coin, like Ginge should be in the list of coins I can get. Because like what's the abbreviation for Ginge? I typed in, you know, I mean, I assume it's on the exchange part, right? Oh, move to Ginge. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Alright, I found it. We're about to find out. I don't think so. Input amount to send. Let's throw 15 engine. Oh my god. It is not free. I'll be right back. Yeah, so if you're gonna do it, I recommend you do it in bulk because it's $20 or it's $21. So no matter if it's, you know, 1,000 engine or 2 engine, it's $20 worth of Ethereum. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna move all of it. So you know for a fact that to buy and sell things in the in-game market, or excuse me, to buy basically the Cliff Bucks, you're gonna need Ginge to do it. Like, Cliff isn't gonna accept engine and he's not going to accept Ethereum or USD or anything like that. He's only going to accept Ginge with the cryptocurrency that he's putting in the game. Ginge only. Okay. Fucker. All right. Well, then I need to go ahead and set that bitch up. You already got your Ginge set up? Because there's going to be some people selling. My humble opinion. There's some items I want to check out for sure. There's some items I think. Well, I want to see what's in the wallet, the in-game wallet. I want to kind of do a little bit of research for a minute, kind of see what's in the in-game wallet. There's some items. Yo, what up? Train hasn't been online to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars lately. Don't do drugs, kids. I say as I'm about to buy a fuck ton of, like... I say as I'm wielding a NFT that I spent thousands of dollars on. But, I mean, that's like... Oh, God. What a life that guy lives, man. What a crazy life that guy lives. Hey, good on him. I guess. I don't know. I remember a long time ago train wrecks. Like a long time ago, and it's just crazy. Like, I thought there were things that I saw Trainwreck's do on live that I was like, oh well, his career's done. There was shit that I saw him do, and I'm not even talking about the speech. I'm talking about, like, I mean, Twitch was just different, man. He did some shit to some really powerful people where I was just looking at that like, oh fuck, he's done. He's about to get blackballed on Twitch. And like, it's crazy to see where he came from. But the thing is, most people don't even know, like, most of his subs probably don't even know the origin story of some of these memes. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the picture of Train where he's walking like this, and he's like rolling up his sleeve, and he's looking down at the ground. That moment, where that came from, is like, he did some fucked up shit. Like, He no bullshit. He assaulted. Uh, fuck. What's that guy's name? Reckful. He assaulted Reckful on stream, and this was when Reckful was like Reckful. He was one of like top 4 biggest streamers on the platform, and so and he just like yeah 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 so you can't put your hands on someone else on stream. Like, that is fucking crazy. The thought of doing that shit nowadays is like bananas. And even then it was crazy. Because you didn't it's not so much that you put your hands on somebody, it's that you put your hands on fucking Reckful. I mean, it would literally be like pimp slapping Ninja and expecting no repercussions. Ninja back whenever he was duoing with fucking Drake in Fortnite, like, you know, Ninja when he had 300,000 subscribers, like, I mean, it was like Twitch has just, I mean, I thought for sure, like, well, Reckful's done. Everyone's gonna disassociate from him, and it's gonna be done with. And boy, was I wrong, man. It just really shows you that, you know, if you just keep plugging away, you know, there's no like, you know, you're never out of the game. No matter what, like, no matter what kind of bullshit you have in your past, you can always come back. As long as your mental doesn't get fucked up, you can always come back. Like, dude, I think mental plays such a larger part than, oh, fucking hell, man. God damn. Yeah, I think mental plays a much bigger part than people give it credit for. Oh, man. Anyway. Dude. Interesting to see how the Austin crew still is a slight gatekeep to Twitch. Elaborate. You get in early enough to anything, you control shit. Well, yes and no. So the way that I see it, soda poppin' will always have a massive orbit, or excuse me, summit. What am I saying? Soda poppin' will always have a giant gravitational like pull in the Twitch space, simply because he is like, he's just one of the OGs. If he's not, like, he's one of the OGs, if not the OG. I can't think of anybody more, like, in the space of Twitch that's been there at the very beginning than Soda Poppin'. And with that, um, you know, he uh he just has an extremely large uh fan base, and he's been able to hang on to them for you know a long amount of time. One of the reasons is because like there's there's very few people on in the streaming universe that the chat gravitates towards like so much. Soda poppin' is like um soda poppin' is Twitch chat. Does that make sense? He started streaming before there was literally before there was money in streaming. Like you could like he was streaming before you could even donate, much less sub. Like subbing um wasn't even a thought. Like he soda popping, and so with that there's a lot of credibility in that for the simple thought that that the people who watch soda poppin' or Twitch chat knows that soda poppin' isn't doing it for money. That is a like he's goated. He's goated. That is worth so much fucking money when Twitch chat knows that you're doing this because you love it and not because of, financial incentive. He will Soda will always be the person who did it for the passion and not for the money. And that's ultimately what Twitch chat is. Twitch chat is constantly just weeding out people that are, they're trying to find out if you're doing it for money or if you're doing it for passion. And the really, really, really big streamers, the ones that last, it's because Twitch chat recognizes that they do it because they love it. And Soda Poppin' has been he's never claimed to be something that he's not. He actually started the media share stream meta. Exactly. Yeah, I mean he's the godfather. As far as I'm concerned, no one. It took a decade for anyone on Twitch to control Twitch chat the way that Soda controls Twitch chat, and that's now Mizkiff. Mizkiff is the next generation of Soda Poppin', in my personal opinion. He's he just fuck, man. Yeah. Mizkiff is the only person I've ever seen run Twitch chat the way that Soda Poppin' runs Twitch chat. In fuck, 10 years, something like that. I mean, whatever that thing that they have, whatever that thing that it's kind of like it's like the Avatar gene or some shit like that. I don't know, they're like a Twitch chat bender. I don't know how else to explain it. They are they just can control Twitch chat unlike anybody else I've seen. And I mean it happens once in a decade, it seems like. Like a streamer comes along that really embodies what Twitch chat is. And yeah, Matt is the only streamer I've seen come anywhere near close to what Soda Poppin' is. So, I don't know how I got off on this tangent, but yeah, going back to what you were saying as far as like, when you get in early, you have a giant like, you know, the people who started the people who were at the beginning, they have, it's a winner take all kind of deal. Like when people question why Joe Rogan's podcast is so big and powerful, it's like, well, Joe Rogan started podcasting, you know, way before everybody else. It was like him and like 3 other people or some shit like that. So, he he just, started the race and before everybody else. Like, he's miles and miles ahead of everybody, and he's getting the benefits. Like, the way that I like to picture it, it's like, imagine you're running, like you're running one direction, and then there's people that are like 4 days ahead of you, or like 8 months ahead of you, or like 8 years ahead of you, and like thousands and millions of people have gone down that same road that you're going down. But the difference between you and that very first person is that the first person who started going down that road, like, all like the treasure is like on the ground, and so they're like scooping up, they're scooping up followers and views, and like, but there's a price because they're the first one going down that road, and so they got to run face first into all the obstacles, right? They pave the way for the people to come behind them, but they can only pick up as much gold and, like, advantage as possible, but they have to keep moving. Yeah, I don't know. I'm explaining it, but I'm not explaining it well. Basically, Soda Poppin' is a decade ahead of everybody else, for the simple fact that he's been in the space for over a decade now. So, yeah, it's exactly like Temple Run. Life is like Temple Run. Warren Buffett has been running the temple for over 100 years. No, that's not true. That's not true. He's old as fuck, and he's been in the market for a long goddamn time. So, I mean, it's kind of fucking crazy when you really think about the fact that Warren Buffett was like all that time in the market, and then these 20-year-olds just show up out of nowhere and they're billionaires. Like, and it took him his entire life to accumulate that money. That must feel like absolute shit. When you, like, if you look at it from his perspective. Like, and he was even frugal. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't blow his money. He always just, like, used that money to make more money. And, like, he just gets blown away by these, people who just are products of their environment. Because, life moves that fast. Kind of makes you wonder. Yeah. It's like, I feel bad for him, but also, I mean, he's a billionaire. So it's like, how bad am I going to feel for the guy? It's all about perspective, I guess. You think we'll see the first trillionaire in our lifetime? And if you think we will, do you think that person's born yet? And if you think they are, do you have a do you have someone in mind that's going to be like that has the best chance of being the first trillionaire? Nah. Nah. That's too small, in my opinion. When you think of $1 trillion, man, I mean, that is pretty nice, right? That is, I can't just like, yeah, I really do. I think, like, because you got to think, well, I mean, here's the thing. So it's like, has anyone made $1 trillion? Like, there hasn't been any trillionaires that's come out of, like, the automobile industry yet. So, like, what's the chance? Like, just because of this new implementation, there's going to be a trillionaire now? Market share will be divided up on that, but the first mover may be a trillionaire. Hmm. You might be right. Very possible. I don't know. I think if my guess, if I had to put $100 on who I think is going to be the first trillionaire, I think Vitaly Buterin is. That's my guess. Good question. I don't know. There's got to be a way to check his wallet, right? Then again, man, he's one of those characters where it's like, I mean, how... He's like Putin, man. Like, okay, you can see his wallet. Well, is that his only wallet? Like, you know, it's like, okay, how much money does Putin have? I don't. How much money does Putin want? Uh, yeah, I mean, to be honest, man, there's already probably trillionaires, right? I don't believe that the richest person on the planet is something that is common knowledge. I really don't. I feel like that's something that's like, I know that sounds really cringe and conspiratorial or whatever, but like, I just I don't believe that that they would make that just public knowledge. I don't like. Why would the most wealthy human on the planet disclose that information openly? What do they have to gain for that? It's kind of like the president, you know? Like, I mean, if you really think about it, it is kind of like a presidential type seat that someone sits on, or rather, like some sort of throne. Like, Bill Gates was sitting on it, then Warren Buffett was sitting on it, and like, there's a lot of eyes on the richest person in the richest person in the world. They get a lot of media attention. People are wondering what they do, and so it kind of seems like it's one of those things where it's like, it's just this chair that they pass around, and some people sit on it and other people don't. But like, I mean, man, there's some sultans out there. There's some like oil. There's some people who own like the oil industry that like lots of money. Like lots of money. Uh and you never hear about, like, you never hear, like, there are priceless items that exist, so whoever holds some of those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So those are other fun knickknacks, right? Um, like, I don't believe in priceless items. Uh, I believe everything has a price depending on the holder, which is a sad, sad reality to live in. Um, because who's to say they're priceless, right? You know, just because I don't believe I don't believe in priceless, unless it's like, unless it's some shit that's like, from another planet or something like that. Like, if you have a spaceship, if you have an alien spaceship, well then yeah, it's probably worth so much that it's probably not, um there's probably nothing on the planet that is of equivalent in value to trade for that item. Which doesn't necessarily mean that it's priceless. It just means that there is nothing of equal value on this planet that could, like, be of similar status. Okay, I'll bite. What do you think? What do you think? Tell me what you think is a priceless item. I would love to hear your lot. Like, tell me an item and then tell me why it's priceless. So like, okay, hypothetically though, couldn't someone just like, you know, recreate the Holy Grail or the Ark of the Covenant? Like, couldn't they just like, you know, counterfeit it, like 1-to-1 scale? And then how would you know which one is the real one? Now you have two priceless items. It's like that meme of Spider-Man, like pointing at Spider-Man. I mean, even like the way that AI is going, realistically, you could argue that even like even the Mona Lisa, like down to the absolute atom of paint, could be replicated. Well, because that's where technology is going. You know, the only things that are going to have value in the future are things that cannot be counterfeit. Because who's to say, you know, what if there was just a machine that could make like perfect 1-to-1 scales of the Ark of the Covenant? Like, and for fun, I just made like 1,000 of them, and then there's like, you know, you go down what is it, 7th Street in Austin, and there's just like, it looks like trash. Like there's just Ark of the Covenants just like littered across the sidewalk, and people look at them like they're a nuisance. And so it's like there's so many Arks of the Covenant now. It's like, you know, who's to say that an Ark of the Covenant is, you know, the one in the Vatican or whatever is the real one? If you can make them to a 1-to-1 scale. Does that make sense? Don't we? I thought it was like a gold, thought it was like a gold, like, box. It's inside the box or something. Ah. What's in the box? Interesting. You want me to take a wild guess at what I think it is? It's something that's radioactive. Because if you look into the, like, the history of the Ark of the Covenant and then what people experienced when opening, like, witnessing what's, you know, inside the Ark of the Covenant. My guess is it's some sort of radioactivity, like some sort of radioactive product. Yeah. Yeah. If you read like the wiki of it and what people experience when they're like when they are in the presence of the Ark of the Covenant, it's all symptoms of high levels of radioactivity. So it was probably like some sort of meteorite that people die when they get close to it. That's the same thing that's the Islamic yeah, so Islam has something sort of like this. It's called Kaaba. So there's this like giant box in the Islamic world, and like uh if you're really lucky, you're allowed to get in, go inside the box and then, touch this thing, but it's basically just a meteorite. Um, yeah. Didn't it also like transform shit? I guess I'd have to. I guess I'd have to read up on like what all the things in the like the Ark of the Covenant did. I don't know. The missing link is probably priceless, right? Which theoretically exists or can exist. The missing link. Now, I'm sure you could buy it. Or I'm sure someone would buy it from you, right? How much would they be willing to pay? That's a really interesting question. Like, let's say let's say you get the word out somehow. It says, I have found the missing link, and and I'm willing to sell it, but I want to sell it to the highest bid. They'd probably, like, the Vatican would probably kill you. The Vatican would probably kill you before you got the information out. Because that would like change the world, right? And not priceless. Not priceless. There would just be a bidding war between science and the Vatican. Unless one just kills you. Nah. 7 billion people isn't that much. When you're talking about in the span of the entire universe, 7 billion people is nothing. We're just a grain of sand floating around a hot ball that's in the grand scheme of things, we're nothing. So when you're talking about a galactic scale, I mean, I'd argue that even the sun is not priceless. Yes, but just like it's all located on our planet. Our planet. But no, seriously, it's all located on planet Earth, and there are billions of planets just like ours, with theoretically, life just like ours. Because at the moment there seems to be nothing unique about us. Well, aside from the fact that our brains grew twice the size in like a remarkably short amount of time. But other than that, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I kind of contradicted myself. The only thing interesting about planet Earth is humans. The only thing that seems to not fit. But with that being said, that doesn't mean that there's not other planets with one species that doesn't fit. But regardless, it's still like the missing link would only affect one planet. Now, you know, something like comparing something like the missing link to something like I know this is going to sound really silly, but like something like the Infinity Gauntlet. The Infinity Gauntlet is something I would probably consider priceless, right? Because what about a true missing link of all life? Yes. Yeah, now that would be like, imagine if we get in contact with aliens and then we actually have a conversation with them. Like, we get into a conversation with creatures that can literally span the entire universe and they don't know where the fuck we came from. That would be a mind fuck. That would be, oh fuck, that would really be scary. That would, what would be more scary, if they knew where we came from or if they didn't know where we came from? What do you think? I think it would be more scary if they didn't know where we came from. Or rather, they knew where we came from because they made us, but like, they don't know who made them. That would be fucking, like, that would be such a mind fuck. Like, we get in contact with someone who, like, is literally harvesting energy from solar systems. Like, they're harvesting the energy that come out of suns and or stars. And like, at that level, like a tier 4 species. Ice Poseidon Meltdown. And you know what? You know what? Even if that information came out, guess what? Twitch still wouldn't unban him. That fucker is staying banned. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he's done or who he is. He's staying banned. No exceptions. Oh, goddamn. Holy fuck. That's funny. Yo, so when do you think this new update is going to happen? I have no idea what you just said. In like a week? Wasn't that like a week ago? About a week ago. Okay, alright. Yeah. I mean, we're in code red right now. Anything could happen. He could do it right now. Or now. Oh, sorry. do you think? That dungeon where it had the 3 split, does that uh does that like make you think that something's about to happen more than not? Or do you think it was just a glitch? Ah, yes, a plant. All 2 people watching my stream right now are gonna get indoctrinated by the red herring. Yeah, isn't that right, Cliff? We see you in chat. We've seen you this entire time. There's no escaping. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I think the Adderall's wearing off. Oh, speaking of my prescriptions, dude, listen to this shit. So, I had an appointment to get my new medicine. God, this is gonna sound so fucking weird or like not believable at all. But so I've been trying to get this medicine for like months now. And I had the appointment Tuesday, and like so I was like, okay, cool. So I'll be able to talk to my physician and we'll get it all straightened out and I'll be on that good stuff now. So it's Tuesday and it's like a couple hours before my appointment, and I get a text message saying that my nurse got food poisoning. So like we gotta postpone till Friday. And I was like, oh damn, that sucks. Okay, well, whatever. Be safe or whatever. I'm just glad to hear that you're okay or whatever. Blah blah blah. So I wake up this morning because we rescheduled today, and I got a message, or I got another text message saying that my nurse, or my physician, has actually been put in the hospital and went through emergency surgery the night that she went into the hospital for food poisoning. So, like, she's gonna be out for weeks now because of like emergency surgery or whatever. So holy shit. It was like yeah, it was I'm not laughing obviously at her or whatever, but it was just like it's been delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed, and then at the final That's a good question. Who is the physician for the physicians? And then who are those physicians' physicians? Where does this end? What the, who watches the watchers? Oh my god, this just opened up a can of worms. I don't know if I'm ready to have these questions answered to me. Or is it just like some sort of like odd, some sort of physician circle jerk where it's like, all right, men, take your left hand to the left and do your thing. I don't know. Time loop. think we figured it out. Oh, Jesus. All right. I will be... Dude, sounds like a plan. I'm actually... I think I'm going to hop off too, to be completely honest. I've been on for quite a while. So, I'm going to chill out for the rest of the night. I did my time. But, dude, man, yeah, I appreciate you hanging out with me. And, we will do this maybe tomorrow. Alright, man. Adios.